How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying she has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. And you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies. And you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now, let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
Disarde, glad to see you. Sadly, we couldn't stop your cousin.
He suddenly stormed our position, along with a horde of enraged creatures.
We didn't stand a chance.
And now there are beasts attacking us relentlessly. My men are doing all they can to stop them.
We thought it best to stay here to keep the path open for you, should you want to face your cousin. Thank you. You did well. I'll do everything in my power to catch him and stop him from carrying out his plan. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need to be able to reach him.
Wait, there's a group of creatures coming.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Come on then! Let's see what you're capable of! I hope you... I'll stay here with them, Greenblood.
He's right. We must help them stop these creatures.
Are you sure?
Every minute gained is a minute that allows you to save us.
Glad to have you with us, Kurt. Just like the good old days.
And thank you too, Afra. It is an honor.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood. Go.
And stop Constantine. I'd hate to be doing this for nothing.
In that case, thank you. And good luck to both of you.
You're arriving too late. Your cousin is already on his way to the sanctuary. We fought as best we could, but new beasts just kept coming. We'll do everything we can to give you more time. We'll fight to the death if we must. But you must chase him. You must prevent him from performing the ritual at all costs. If Enon Milfrichtiman dies, we're all doomed.
I'm well aware of that, believe me. But here come some more beasts. To arms!
Protect me in this battle!
Wait. I'll stay with my people.
And I'll stay with her. One blade more can't hurt.
We need to prevent the beasts from following your tracks.
Even though my warriors are unrivaled, I'd be glad to get some help.
You see? Over and done.
You should go now. And may the volcano give you its strength.
Well, good luck.
This time it's my turn. It's up to me to stop the last wave of creatures.
I knew you'd say that, but I hoped I was mistaken.
Constantine thinks of you with a lot of affection, despite his madness. You are more likely to convince him than I am. My role is here. Go, go, my child. I pray for your success.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful. Constantine!
Restrain her!
I'm sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but...
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever.
Good night, sweet prince.
Once Constantine had fallen, Deirdre kept her promise. She led all the native clans as they managed to drive the invaders off their island. The island found peace again, and nature took over the abandoned cities. But the old nations were plunged into war, and the Malicor grew ever more devastating. Those who bravely fought at Dor had Gennadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching her back as he always had. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkas's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his sister-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. After driving off the settlers, Deirdre started destroying what they had built. She wanted to erase all traces of the Inquisitors and savants who had hurt her people, only keeping what her Karants advised her to keep. Thanks to the help Dunkas's clan received, it continued on its mission to heal the Earth. It attracted many young islanders who were eager to learn.
sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but...
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever. Come. Trust me. You won't regret it, cousin.
Who could have predicted, when my two young students left the port of Serene, that they'd become the gods of Teofredi, thus plunging the world into chaos? Certainly not me. So it seems that I am a poor teacher. Amongst those who had tried to prevent the ritual from taking place, only a handful of dazed survivors remained, helplessly facing hordes of creatures following the orders of the two cousins. Afra and Petrus, former rivals, fell together. They couldn't accept this treason from the one they believed in. As for Vasco, he managed to run away and join the Naut fleet. Rumor has it that he went to their island, his heart full of bitterness, and never left it again. With his help, Kurt managed to leave Teofredi, but only to die on another battlefield. Siora had done well to go back to her sister, who tried to lead a rebellion for a while, but just like the rest of the clans, she eventually acknowledged the power of their new gods. Exiled from the island, all our nations sunk into a state of constant warfare, each accusing the others of being responsible for their terrible defeat. The congregation is now on the verge of falling, and I have no doubt that the others will follow. The lives which haven't been taken by war will be taken by the Malicor. On Teofredi, the Nauts report that nature has reclaimed its rights in the cities. After a period of chaos that saw the death of many rebel islanders, The survivors reportedly all ended up acknowledging the power of the two cousins. But sadly, this is nothing but hearsay, since the news we receive is scarce, and getting even more so.